Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Thursday, June the 23rd. This is the crypto index, the top 10 crypto indexes, and we're just going to have a look at the Elliott Wave count. So we'll look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. They'll be much the same. We'll start here. So we've got wave 4 here, and we're looking for 5 waves down of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is the possibility of a low already being in place over here, with a different count coming down here. So we could look at this move here as wave 1 here and coming back for wave 2 and then moving to the upside here and continuing on. Now this would be this move here we could count as 5 waves, so we could look at it as wave 1 and 2. Then we would have 5 waves in this move here. Once we get 5 waves in this move here, then we can just simply put this trigger, this green long trade trigger on the top here, or we can bring it over to here, and we'll talk about that again in a moment. So simply we get 5 waves here, and anything beyond 5 waves, we would be bullish at that point. Okay, so it'll be that simple. And also too, in terms of the trading levels, we've got a major level here of 5 and then 8, the Fibonacci numbers as a price ratio. So the medium level is halfway between 2 major levels, so it's quite significant here, the 6,500. So in this particular instance here, we normally, to go long, we would look for a classic trading levels pattern, which is the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then an ABC pattern over here, and then going long from that point. So it would look like this. We've got the arrival, we've got the reaction, we're looking for the first high above the level, and then we'll look for the ABC correction over here, and then we'll look for another impulse wave over here. So then we would go long over here. We can go long from the top. We wait for the top to get in, then we put a line across the top, then we go to the second high, and then we can come down to this high over here. That will keep us safe, and that would tell us that this particular price point as a level, as a price level, has been tested as support. So it's a very simple pattern, but behind it there's some complexities, but that will be the safe trade to the upside. So that's what it looks like over here. So it'll be very simple to go long over here. We just need to confirm that we're in that bullish pattern. If not, we're going to be looking at this as the A wave here, the B wave here, and the C wave here for wave 4, and then we'll be moving down in that space, and that would be in the line with the Nasdaq as well. So from the low here, we're looking at an A wave, a B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here for C of 4 or B up here, and then coming down from that point. So we know that the tech stocks are moving, the cryptos are moving with the tech stocks. Now the other thing that's important here too is that we've got options expiry for Bitcoin on the 24th, which is tomorrow. There's some big bucks on that, some huge amounts of money, and you may see some spike in the market. Okay, so we're going to move on to Bitcoin, but this basic premise that I've mentioned here will be the same for Ethereum and for Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin on the monthly chart here. It's not a log scale, but the point of showing this is that well, a couple of things here. We can see that the indicator here is not ready to buy yet, even though the indicators are lagging the price. So we'll need a couple of up bars here. But we can also see too, these bars here have got increasing volume in them. It's not like we've got diminishing volume into that. For a trend to be a trend, it needs increasing volume. So, you know, even though what we're doing at the moment, we're calling this as the top, obviously, and then an A wave and a B wave and a C wave down here for the low, and then moving up from that point. But look, it may not be the case like that. You know, we could end up being 5 waves down. We could end up with 1, 2, you know, coming down further than we expect, down for 3, 4, and 5 here, and then having an A and a B wave over here, and then a C wave back up here, and then another 5 waves down here. You know, we could end up with something, you know, a little bit bigger than Ben-Hur over here for all of this, you know. So nobody knows what's really going to happen. All we can do is you know, take our trades accordingly with our setups. You know, when this top came in over here, we had this many months coming to the upside here, and then because this here is a repeat pattern of this here. It's just bigger, that's all. So all of these, this one here is a repeat of this. There's been 13 of them, so, and they've all come back sort of 80-90%. So it's just doing what it's always done. How it plays out here, like these bars down through here, can be just this leg through here, and then we've got all of this here to go through. So everything in life tends to take longer than we think it does. So, I mean, we could get lucky and we could go straight up from that point once we got that low in here. But that's a pretty sort of, that's, it's a lot of hope, So just be mindful that even though we're looking at calling a low in, it's, there's a lot of proof and evidence that we need to establish before that's the actual case. But anyway, based on that, for the time being, we're looking at this as a possible top here as wave 1, with an A wave, a B wave, and just simple 5 waves to the downside here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down here finishing. Now, like I said, we can have a low in place over here for this. It just depends where you want to put wave 4, eeny, meeny, miny, mo on here. There's good cases for both of them. I've gone for this one here and an extra leg down because I feel that's in line with the stock market. But it's all debatable. But even if I'm wrong, then we need to work out how we can look to the upside. So let's go and have a look at this on the intraday. Okay, so this is the intraday. We've got wave 3 over here, just to get our bearings. We've got wave 4 here. We've got wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here. Or we can have wave 4 sitting over here as a triangle pattern for all of this here. I've seen both cases. I mean, I prefer this one here because simply it's in line with the S&P 500. But we'll see. We'll see how the cookie crumbles. It doesn't really matter who's right or wrong, as long as we make money. That's the the thing. And the more ideas, the better, isn't it? I mean, if everybody thinks this is wave 1 to the upside and wave 2 here, and I'm thinking that it's a corrective move to the upside, and I get it wrong, well, I need to know at what point I'm going to get it wrong. And where I'd be wrong would be if this was all of wave 1 to the upside. Let's just label that wave 1. And wave 2 here, let's just say that I'm wrong, but we've got wave 1 and 2 here. Then after 5 waves here, because my theory is we'll get wave A, B, and C up here. But I know that coming into this this top here, once we got that top in, all I need to do is go long here. That's how we'll go long. That's the point. I know that I'd be wrong at that point after those 5 waves there. So it's that simple. So in the meantime, we can go long in here. We can talk about that in a moment. There's different ways to count this up here. So we're going to have a look at it in 2 different ways. This way here, I've got it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the A wave, and then here we've got the A wave and A, B, and C wave here for the B wave, and then down for the C wave here. Doesn't really matter. You could have this as wave 1 here with an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here. There's it's a little bit sort of, it's a bit tricky to count this one as an impulse wave. It's a bit easier to count Ethereum as more of an impulse wave to the upside here. But anyway, we should get a bounce off here now, and we should see 5 waves moving to the upside here for that. So let's just see how that goes. Now, the other point that I want to make here is that it's always sort of good to know this. We're at 20,000, which is major trading level 2 here. And then below, we've got minor group 2 below, which is 1650, 17.2, and 18 here. That's group 2. And above here, we've got, above major level 2 here, we've got minor group 1, which is 1, 2, and 3. So when you're working with a large number like this, then group 1 above and group 2 below, they will be the natural swing range for this. We can see that it's been trapped in here now, and it's been trapped here. So this becomes the support, and this becomes the resistance here. If the top of minor group 1 here, the 23,000, becomes a tested support with the classic trading levels pattern, then the market is leaving the 20,000 and going up to the 25 at that point. And also too with this here, if this was wave 1 here and 2 here, we would look at wave 3. Wave 3 would push a bit stronger and probably hit the 25 here. So what we'd want to see in the bigger picture, really, to help confirm things, is we would want to see this move here that we currently got already as wave 1 back for wave 2 here, and then we'd want to see wave 3 sort of push up a bit. My mouse is a bit dodgy. Wave 3 pushing up here, and then wave 4 coming back into this space, and then wave 5 moving up here. So we want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here, and then we'll have an A, B, C again. So we're going to have a classic trading levels pattern at the 25 here. So for the hodlers that are unsure to move in long, then after this larger 5 wave move here, this would be the one to move in on. Of course it will be much sort of higher up, but we should be able to buy back at 23,000 here. So hodlers could buy it safely in a bullish market at 23 once we see a larger 5 wave move to the upside. Okay, otherwise we'll be coming down through here in this instance. I have ordered a new mouse, but I should just take one off one of the other machines, but I use them too. So anyway, so what we're looking at is a move down here for this. If I can get the mouse to grab that. Lazy mouse, I have to get the cat out. So that's what I'm thinking, and obviously this is be in line with the and there's a good case for this being an ABC2 here, you know, when we're looking at, this is Ethereum here, we'll just come back to that, because the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are all doing the same, and the DAX here, just putting out the DAX here, we've only got 3 waves up in the DAX here for this, you know, because all the markets have moved up anywhere between the 15th and the 17th, and the DAX here has clearly got not 5 waves up here, like Bitcoin and Ethereum that people are trying to fit in. So this is definitely an A and a B and a C wave over here. In fact, this can actually just drop from here as well. So some of the indices are showing different things. But just coming back to the, and obviously this ties in with, I won't go into it at the moment, ties into the US dollar index and the euro as well, but I won't worry about that at the moment. So with Ethereum here, we can count this up as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the A wave and the B wave, and then I've got an A and a B and a C wave here. I know that we could count this, you count it differently. You can get an impulse wave out of this, that's okay, but yeah, I don't find an A wave and a B wave and a C wave in here just yet for this. It counts better like this, but wave 4 overlaps wave 1 in this case. We've got 5 waves in here, which is pretty clear to me. We've got 5 waves in here, corrective, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this space. So it's quite interesting here. If this market was going to go up, we need an impulse wave for it to go up. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for 5 here. Okay, so if, let's just say, if we get a push up here, because at the moment this is corrective and it can just continue down. And when you've got large numbers like this, they act as a bit of a magnet and pull markets around. But if you can see we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, then there's going to be an ABC. You could buy back in this ABC here, and you can take the top of the B wave out, and we'll be pushing up at that point. But I can't say that we're going to be pushing up at this point because I don't have an impulse wave here yet. Okay, but it's probable, you know, but at the same time, we're not that far off this wave 4 that we're looking for up here. You know, maybe we could just bring that down to here, and we continue down into this particular leg that I'm looking at here as well. So there's a variety of things that are going on here at the moment. So we just need to be, we're not ready to buy yet. We're not ready to, you know, I mean, I've got Bitcoin and I would like to get a little bit more, just to top up to a certain amount, not much, but my little lot. But my next money after that will be looking at a water cooled ASIC. So I'll start doing my own mining just for a little bit of fun as well. So I think that's it really. Yeah, just to recap everything, we're just looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave in line with the Nasdaq, the S&P, and the stock market, and then we're having another leg down here. That's just how I see it. For it to be a bullish market, as I mentioned, we need to see Bitcoin with you know, I mean, even moving up here is not really enough. We need to see it take out this top here. We need to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up here. We need to see that nice impulse wave to the upside, and we don't have that just yet. But if we do, well, then we can turn it into a bullish market. But at the moment, we're still getting 5 waves to the downside and 3 waves to the upside. So that's telling us that the market direction is down. So when you're picking a low, you really want to make sure that you've got it right before you move into it. Alrighty, cheers.